Hello everyone, welcome to Golden Heart Tarot. My name is Renn. I hope you all are safe and happy. Today we're asking, what do people assume about you? As usual, we have three groups. Group 1 is Gesh. Cute little guy. Group 2 is Hallow. And group 3 is Teleportation Circle. We'll have one big shuffle at the beginning, but if you want to jump straight to general messages or your chosen group, those timestamps will be in the description box. I'll see you there. Hello everyone, this will be our energy cleanse and shuffle. I hope you all are doing well. To those of you that are pursuing a dream, don't let one bad day or one bad week, one bad month, even one bad year deter you from following your dreams. Go after the things that you want. And don't give up, okay? That was for someone out there. Let's get this started here. Holy Spirit, angels, and my ancestral army, thank you for your protection and guidance. Please give us a clear and accurate reading. Allow the divine to shine through in positivity and clear the space of all negative energy. Do not allow my current life experiences to cloud this reading in any way. Send protective and healing energy to those watching this reading. In genuine service to the collective, amen. All right, everyone, let's get into your general messages here. We have compassion. Oracle card number 13, fork in the road. We have creation. Ten of Swords. Four of Pentacles. The Sun. Joy. And On My Mind. So for numbers, the number 10 is sticking out the most. It's about the end of a cycle and starting something new. It's also the Wheel of Fortune in the Major Arcana, which is all about a turning point. For signs, we have Capricorn and Gemini. I think I'm getting a pretty clear message here, but let me check out your Oracle card real quick and see what I get. You're definitely at a turning point. You have a choice to make. Some of you may have been sitting for a while, trying to decide what to do, not sure which way to go. Could have been monkeying around a little bit. Yeah, on the banner at the top there are clock faces. Everything on this card in the background seems very out of focus and very dreamy. It could be that you're not seeing things clearly. Maybe this is going to require a leap of faith for you. I really want to move these cards around, so we're gonna put these here. We're gonna move this one down. Yeah, I want it more like this. I get you holding on to past hurt, past pain. This could be past suffering, it could be feelings of failure, feelings of inadequacy, being your own worst critic, really being hard on yourself. It could also be that you've been ignoring your pain and just kind of swallowing it down and not wanting to feel it or let it out or look at it in any way. In the center, we have compassion here. Now, compassion is feeling emotion to the point where you want to help. This can be towards someone else or towards yourself. I think a lot of us are compassionate towards others, but when it comes to being compassionate towards ourselves, I think that a lot of us don't do near enough of that. Self-compassion is about being gentle, kind, and understanding with yourself. Low self-compassion can show itself in many ways. Perfectionism is one of them, where it's not forgiving your own failures and only feeling worthy of acceptance, respect, and love when you achieve success. It's also being highly critical of yourself in every little mistake that you've ever made. If you find that you ruminate over things that happened years ago, past failures or hurts, or you hold on to things that people did to you in the past, that's low self-compassion. Because each time that you recall a past hurt, you bring your past into your present. In this mindset, you're a victim. You put on your victim hat. You wear your victim hat enough, it becomes part of you. It becomes part of your identity. You start wearing the pain as a safety blanket, and you feel lost without it because there's no story to tell. Now, releasing a past hurt does not disregard the gravity of what occurred in the past. You just choose not to carry the burden of the pain in the present moment and future. So you declare to yourself that you choose happiness, even if you don't know how. You take back your power. You say, I make choices in my life. I'm not a victim. I make a choice. An article from Harvard Health offers some advice on how to build self-compassion. One of them was comfort your body. So rest, eat healthy, get a massage, walk, do good things for your body. Another was write a letter to yourself. So you think of a situation that caused you pain, and you write a letter to yourself describing the situation, but without blaming anyone, including yourself. Another was give yourself encouragement. What would you say to a good friend? That's how you need to talk to yourself. If you wouldn't say it to someone else, then you shouldn't say it to yourself. Another was to practice mindfulness, so meditation, putting your phone down occasionally, sitting with yourself. All of these things can help you build compassion for yourself and help you release pain from past hurts. But Spirit's saying you have a choice. You can continue to hold on to self-hurt. You can continue to hold on to your pain and suffering. You can continue to be mean to yourself. Or you can process your emotion, practice compassion and self-compassion, and move towards the sun, which is the most positive card in the deck. The sun and the joy card go together. Absolute happiness, warmth, positivity, looking better, feeling better, living better. And that's when your vibration can be really high and you can start manifesting the life that you want. Creation. Where you can create anything that you want. Even a carrot. It's up to you. But Spirit says you're at a fork in the road and you should decide which way you want to go. Hold on to the past or move towards your happiness. I suggest moving towards happiness, but what do I know? All right, so this is our general message for the day. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you at your chosen group. All right? Hello, Group 1. If you chose Gesh, this will be your reading. In the description box, I've listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. We're asking, what do people assume about you? Let's get your cards laid out on the board here. We have faith. You got a second card, nature. Oracle card number 18, serendipity. Hold person. We have Empress. Six of Wands. The Five of Wands. Temperance. The Hanged One. Peace. Balance. Communicate. Courage. Self. Yes. Warning. Universe. So for numbers, we have the number 3 and number 5. The number 3 is about having a solid foundation, things being real. It's also about luck. It is also the Empress in the major arcana. The Empress is about femininity, beauty, nature, abundance. The number 5 is about self-confidence and spiritual growth, adventure. It is also the Hierophant in the major arcana, which is about traditions, spiritual wisdom, institutions, religious beliefs. So from that, I believe people assume that you are grounded, you're confident, beautiful, and lucky. You may inspire some envy, group 1. So for signs, we have fire. So Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Extra credit for Jupiter in Leo, Saturn in Leo, or from the general reading, Capricorn or Gemini. So in this reading, we'll start from the outside and work our way in, okay? So the outside I'm seeing is very surface level assumptions about you. As we get further in, it's the people that are closer to you, their assumptions. So I'm gonna take a look at your starter card real quick and see what I get. I'm also gonna take this whole person card as well. I think people assume that you are taken, that you have a significant other already. They also assume that you're being controlled in some way. Maybe that you have an overbearing significant other, or maybe even that you have like a job where you have to act in a certain way, but it's not who you really are. Or like you're trying to fit in and it's uncomfortable for you to do so. People assume that you're off limits. There's definitely a sense of someone or something controlling you. I mean, you see, he's a puppet. It may be that you come across as conventional for the most part, but then you have like a nose ring or you've got like tattoos or something. Like something stands out about you that just kind of breaks the mold for the position that you're in or what people would expect of you. At first glance, people assume that you're just a regular person, and then on second glance, they notice that you've got 40 piercings, you know, something like that. Or they notice you have like a gold tooth or something. Or you have on mismatched socks, or you have a SpongeBob tattoo on the back of your neck or something, you know, something like that. There's just something about you that screams, not necessarily that you're trying to be something that you're not, but that you're trying to fit in a mold. You're a square peg in a round hole. Okay? You just stand out. There's something about you that just doesn't fit. But I'm getting like, it's like you have to in order to, like, for your job or to please someone. But it's like you can't help but fight against it a little bit in like small, subtle ways. I think you do come off as very confident, and that's why confident, and also very positive. And that might be why people think that you're lucky. You could just always seem like you're having a great day. Nothing ever goes wrong. People assume that you like nature. I don't know whether you like have sticks and leaves and shit in your hair or what. Maybe you just ran out of a bush. I don't know. People assume that you like nature. You could like flowers. Keep flowers on your desk, or wear flowers in your hair, or maybe you have a bike rack on the back of your car, or you carry around your climbing pack or something. I don't know. From your other cards, I get that you might be a little spiritual. So you may wear your hair long and wear flowy skirts and not wear a whole lot of makeup and be more natural in appearance. So it could be that too. Especially with the faith card right underneath that, and with universe. You may wear a piece of jewelry, an item of clothing, or something that conveys your faith in some way. People assume you're very well balanced. I think you have this calm around you, this sense of peace about you. I think people assume that you just want to get along with everyone, that you don't want to fight. People assume that you're very focused on yourself, just kind of doing your own thing. People that have had conversations with you, they do notice your communication. You could communicate very well. I believe that you can also speak about things you believe in, stand up for things that you believe in, not afraid to share your opinions on things. People that get a chance to speak with you assume that you are very successful in what you do. You do come across as very confident. I believe they assume that you are working on your success. You're making progress towards your goals. You're very focused on that. So you may spend a lot of time on your own, focused on yourself. For people that you speak with, they assume that you are well balanced, that you would make a good moderator, that you come off as patient. I think people that know you a little bit better assume that you are working on your communication and how you communicate with others to be more peaceful. I do get that people assume that you have strong beliefs and that you're very good at communicating those beliefs. You can also be pretty competitive, and you could get into disagreements or conflicts with people around those things. And so that is kind of a warning, a warning sign for people. I think your communication can be harsh at times. I think you're quick-witted, and I think people assume that if they were to get on your bad side, you would quickly communicate. You would not shy away from a disagreement or standing up for what you believe in. I think people that know you a little bit better assume that they do not want to get into a disagreement with you. I think they assume that you could really hurt their feelings if you wanted to. People assume you have a lot of faith in the universe or God or whatever your beliefs are, and that you'll surrender those things that throw you off balance, and that you have the courage to let things go if you need to, if you feel that that's what would be best for you. And you have a lot of faith that the things that are meant for you will not pass you by. I think people assume that you have the courage to make sacrifices. You have the courage to get out of your own way. You have the courage to take a pause to regain your balance. Now, people that have known you for a little while do assume that you are a very beautiful person inside and out. They assume that you have a creative imagination, that you are very nurturing, that you have a lot of feminine energy about you, which basically means that you let things come to you. You're very receptive. They assume that you like the good things in life, that you're passionate, you like to create things, and you're focused on having an abundant and successful life, something that's very fulfilling, something that's very fertile, that you take pleasure in life in all its forms, and that you'd much prefer a balanced and peaceful life than one where there is conflict and tension. So that's what people assume about you on different levels, from just seeing you walk by to having actual conversations with you to those that are closer to you. Well, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, please hit the like and subscribe button, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, Group 2. If you chose Hallow, this will be your reading. In the description box, I have listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. We're going to ask, what do people assume about you? Let's get your cards laid out on the board here. We have beauty, Oracle card number 10, Unfinished Symphony. Sleep. That's a cute card. Ace of Swords. The High Priestess. The Five of Swords. The Tower. And the Star. We also have Work. Fear. Rest. And Reveal. We have Stomach. Soulmate. Laugh. And Thinking of You. So for numbers, I'm getting the number 1. So new beginnings. So people may assume that you're starting something new. As for signs, we have a lot of air. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Extra credit for Aquarius, Venus in Aquarius, or from the general reading, Capricorn or Gemini. All right, I'm gonna check out your Hallow card and also the Sleep card. What we're gonna do is we're gonna go from the outside, just people that maybe you just pass by or see occasionally. Then we'll work into what people assume about you that actually speak with you or that you've talked to or spent a little bit of time with. And the internal, like the very center, is gonna be those that actually know you a little bit. People assume that things don't really affect you. You really don't let others get to you. People assume that you're kind of in your own little world. People assume that you sleep a lot. I don't know, they catch you taking naps all the time or what. Maybe you don't sleep at night, so you like take cat naps during the day. I think people assume that you can sleep through just about anything. Like you're hard to wake up when you do fall asleep. People could assume that you're happiest when you're sleeping. I don't know why they get that. Like it's your favorite thing to do is sleep. Just look how his little tail's moving. He's so happy. People could also assume that you need more sleep. I get more that people assume that you could sleep your life away and be perfectly okay with that. You must take naps during the day or something. Somehow people know that you really like to sleep. People find you very attractive. People assume that you have a beautiful mind. They assume that you're very creative. They could notice your laugh and also your stomach for some reason. I don't know if you wear your abs out or what. Maybe you have a belly laugh. Yeah, do you have a belly laugh? I don't know. I love that so much. I think people assume that you have someone that misses you, that you have someone special in your life that thinks of you. I think people assume that you're very easy to fall in love with. You may be a bit of a heartbreaker group too. I think people believe you're musical in some way. Maybe you wear band t-shirts a lot. I don't know. Maybe you go around singing, carry your guitar around with you. Maybe it's your t-shirt that says Horn Star on it. I don't know. There's something. People assume that you play music or enjoy music. Maybe you always have your earbuds in. Maybe you have your bass turned up so it shakes all the windows in your car as you drive by. I think people assume you're a hard worker. You could have multiple jobs. People could assume that you're a scaredy cat. Why is that group 2? Why do people assume that? Maybe there was a loud noise and you went, ooh, or something. I don't know. Maybe you startle easily. Or maybe a little shy. Yeah, people that have had conversations with you assume that you're also a bit stubborn, or even really stubborn. Maybe everyone at work wanted pizza and you're like, no, I want hamburgers, and everyone ended up having hamburgers because of you. Oh, I just noticed we have rest and sleep. So yeah, you do enjoy your sleep. You enjoy your rest. I think people that have spoken with you for a little bit or know you a little bit better assume that you are actually really tired. Like you need more rest. It's not just that you enjoy it, it's that you actually do need to sleep more. I think they assume that you're a little bit exhausted and that you should take more time off. I think that people that you've spoken with or spent any time with assume that you're a pretty amazing person, like a very magical type of person, that you have a lot of depth to you, that you have the ability to see things clearly, and even that you know a lot more than you let on. Kind of like a sense of destiny to you, that you're meant for big things. You could also come across as competitive, and that you do like to win. Like if you were to get into a debate with someone, you would really know how to defend your point. I think people that have known you for a little bit may assume that you've gone through something recently or that you've changed somehow recently. You seem different. And this is something that's been pretty sudden. I think people that know you assume that you are very stubborn about working towards overcoming your fears. I think they also assume that you are coming to the awareness that you need to step back from how much or how hard you work, that you need a better balance between working and also taking time for yourself. I think people that really have gotten to know you assume that you're going to be very successful in your life. They assume that you're changing a lot and that you're really having some clarity about who you are and who you want to be. You're having a lot of breakthroughs. People that really know you assume that you are really starting to form your identity. These new ideas you're having are very powerful for you. And that who you're stepping into being, well, you're gonna be the star. It's stepping into your purpose. And also, group 2, you have a soulmate that's thinking of you. I think you have a lot of people thinking about you and wishing you well. So, well, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this reading, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. If you chose Teleportation Circle, this will be your reading. In the description box, I've listed a Bible verse, angel number, and a song for you if you want to check it out. Today we're asking, what do people assume about you? Let's go ahead and get your cards laid out and see what we have. We have healing, Oracle card number 45, time to go. We also have Oracle card number 41, soulmates. See invisibility. The Fool. 8 of Wands. The Knight of Wands. The Queen of Swords. And the Star. Collaborate. Memory. Inspire. Hunt. Care. We have dress up. Ari, Wit, and Soul. So for numbers, we have the number 8, which is about balance and stability. It's also the Strength card in the Major Arcana, which is about courage and influence. Strength. So I think people assume that you're very strong, that you're a very strong person, that you're driven and a leader. For signs, we have air and fire. So Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Extra credit for Libra, Sagittarius, Scorpio, Mercury and Sagittarius, Aquarius, and from your general reading, Capricorn and Gemini. We also have Cancer and Sagittarius here. So in this reading, we're going to take a look at surface level connections. So maybe people that you pass by during the day or that see you occasionally on the outside, and then closer connections as we get closer to the center, okay? So I'm going to take a look at your teleportation circle card and also your see invisibility card and see what I get. People assume that you come and go as you please. And you just kind of pop up occasionally and then disappear again. People assume that you'll ghost them. People assume that you hide yourself. There's something otherworldly about you. Your eyes and your hands stand out. So look, you can see his eyes and then his hands there. But his face is completely dark. His face is in shadow. Like, it's not aggressive, it's more curiosity. And like, you get curious about something, you'll pop out and then you'll be like, okay, goodbye. And you'll just bounce. It's almost like you don't belong to this plane of existence or something. Now you pop up in different places and sometimes they're surprising. You're a traveler and everyone's like, where are they gonna pop up next? And when? You could keep people guessing. Yeah, I even get that from this card. It's like, now you see me, now you don't. Now you see me, now you don't. People assume that you just come and go as you please. I mean, this has to be assumptions made by people that have, like, see you occasionally or know of you. They assume that you see things that they don't, that you have a unique vision. They do assume that you travel a lot. I don't know whether you wear a dress from like different places, it's kind of styles that you meld together from different cultures or from your travels. It could be that you wear, that your style is of like a different time period, like the 90s, early 2000s. People assume that you're well put together, that you like to dress up, you like to be presentable. So you could always have your hair and makeup done, no matter where you're going. People assume that you're witty, that you're quick-witted. It might just be the look on your face or that little side smile. I think people assume you like good bants. People could assume that you... People could assume that you like to party a little bit, maybe even drink a little too much. That's just for some of you, and that's just an assumption, so yeah, like you're kind of like a party person, a party girl or boy. I don't think it's partying as in getting wasted and throwing up in your friend's car and then wake up hugging a water heater naked or anything like that. I think it's more classy, like sitting around, a good conversation, sipping on your 2 fingers of bourbon or whatever, you know? Listening to music, just hanging out. Yeah, people assume that you're pretty, like, how do I put this? I keep getting that people assume that I keep getting this feeling of like a different time, like from the 20s, the 30s, like that kind of vibe, old school, a time when people enjoyed each other's company instead of being on their phones all the time. There's kind of a dark femininity or seductress feeling from this group, like Jessica Rabbit. I'm not bad, I'm just drawn that way. That kind of thing. So I think you're very attractive. I think people assume they would have a really good time with you. And take that however you want. But also there's this, people assume you're here for a good time, not a long time. That you'll cast your magic and then you'll leave and go cast your magic on someone else. I mean, that comes up in the time to go card as well. You don't outstay your welcome. Or that's what people assume of you anyway. I got this in another group too, but people assume they could fall in love with you. People assume that you have someone special already in your life, or that your heart belongs to someone, even if you're not with anyone. There's something about you that people believe they can't capture you. Your heart belongs to someone else. People assume you care deeply about the people that are able to get close to you. People that have spoken with you or have spent any time with you assume that you're an old soul. People assume that you've been through something very traumatic in your life. Something that you may need to heal from. Something that you're running away from. I'm getting the eyes again with the Hunt card. There's something about your eyes. I think people that have spoken with you or spent any time with you assume that you can see right through them. You're very perceptive. I think people assume you're very intelligent. People that have spoken with you or spent some time with you assume that you're a very creative person, that you enjoy music, or you have musical talent of some sort. I think people assume that you have a lot to offer. People that have spent some time with you or spoken with you assume that you hide your talents and gifts. You hide yourself. That you hide how amazing you actually are. Almost like you are sorry that you're sorry that you stand out as much as you do. That you feel bad if you stand out because it makes other people feel small. And that you avoid standing out. And that's why you're so in and out. It's not because you don't know how talented you are. It's that you don't want to make other people feel bad. And so you hide it. When someone starts to notice it, or you start to get noticed for it, you run away. I think someone that's had a conversation with you or met you has a pretty good handle on you, I think. Be careful of that person. Because they're coming through here pretty strongly, actually. Yeah, I'm getting a lot of a single person that knows you in this reading, and almost like their assumptions about you. So take that as it resonates. That's not for everyone, but I don't know, they're coming through pretty strongly. So we'll just roll with it. People assume you're very independent. You're very good at communication. You're very protective of yourself. You're very intelligent. People that have spoken with you or spent some time with you assume that you are adventurous, could be a bit impulsive, that you have a lot of energy, that you're very passionate, that you change a lot, you take action on things, and you're a very active person. I'm getting that your mind is very quick. You're very good at comebacks. I think people that have spent some time with you, and this could be this person again. Notice we have soulmates and then we have soul here. They assume that you have a soul purpose, that you're on your soul journey. that you have a greater purpose in this life. You're meant to be a star. I think they assume that you're very healing and that you could need some healing as well. They assume that you have a decision to make, whether you want to go it alone and enjoy your own success, or to go on this journey with a partner, with a soulmate. And that brings us to the Fool card in the center of your reading. People close to you assume that you're a free spirit, that you're starting out something new, you're taking a leap of faith into something. You're at a crossroads at the moment. People assume that you're very playful, even in a serious situation. People assume that you're starting a new phase in your life. And people assume you're going to be very successful. People assume that you're moving into a time of peace and hope and renewal and learning to be sorry, not sorry. To shine instead of holding yourself back, and not being sorry for who you are and your talents and how amazing you are. And that's what people assume about you. All right, group 3, well, that's all I have for you. If you enjoyed this, please hit like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.